Alright, let's just jump into this. So this morning here in Morimachi, I had kind of a guitar performance. I only sang one song, but it was kind of an honor for me to go and play at a local spot, and that was pretty uplifting, really fun. I've just come by the company to get a couple of swigs of tea, and I just had lunch also, so there's no perfect way to chase lunch than with tea. But this tea that I'm looking at right now is an organic oolong that was made this year, 2022. It was also made last year. It's the organic Japanese Tsurugoase. So Tsurugoase organic Japanese oolong, the company makes two kinds with the farmers over there in Isagawa. One is the second flush variation, and the other is the first flush variation. So right now I'm looking at the second flush organic Japanese oolong Tsurugoase cultivar. So I'm just gonna kind of give my impressions while drinking this just for fun, you know. Alright, so here is second flush, SF Tsurugoase Japanese organic oolong. I had the organic first flush one, what was it, about 2 or 3 weeks ago. I shared it on Instagram, took some pictures and did a quick impression type thing. Honestly, yeah, the first flush was great, man. I love it. When you open the bag, it smells like dark chocolate. What did I think at the time? Dark chocolate, plus there was an extra flavor. I can't remember. I gotta go back and see that tea. But this one, the second flush Tsurugoase, this is kind of the hint I get. It smells like cheddar cheese, like Doritos almost. Like that's, I don't know, that's my American. Let me give this a quick smell, hang on. Yeah, so second flush and first flush are not too strangely odd. Like they're quite similar. Like, I'm not sure exactly for the same tea field, but what comes to mind is like a cheddar or cream cheese fading into peach is what I get from this Tsurugoase. So for all the tea enthusiasts out there, I'm sure they have a better descriptor, better words for what I'm coming up with, but it's like a cheddary cheese, cream cheese, like almost Doritos when you open the bag, brewing that translates to the brew aroma. And I remember first flush having a really, it was very reminiscent of having a peach-ish flavor, and I remember the liquor looked the same. So this one is kind of like second flush, a bit more cheddar, but the peach is still present. I'm not sure if second and first flush are both from the same tea field, but I would imagine they are up there in Isagawa. The organic farmers are doing a really good job. So I don't know, this is an organic leaf, and just look, it's so beautiful. Like, just, that is a wonderful, there it is. There's the mild peach. The mild peach aroma shows up very well when you're smelling the leaf like this, and it's just, it's great. I love it. The liquor even looks like peach itself. So let me go ahead, it's almost like baby food peach, but let me go ahead and give a drink now, okay? Okay, so I've chosen this one, the organic first flush Zaidai. Now I chose this one because I just don't really, I'm not too well acquainted with the Tsurugoase and Zaidai cultivar organic Japanese oolong teas that are produced by Osada Tea and the Isagawa farmers. Not so much yet. I'm kind of, just because there's like a first flush and a second flush variant, so I just want to kind of refresh. And one of the most overlooked things about opening a tea bag is what I just did, is peeling off that top layer and just opening the bag. Like, that is for me very stress relieving for some reason. Of course, you know, drinking the tea is a process that you should enjoy, but just the bag opening is kind of really appealing, an appealing part of the tea drinking process for myself. Okay, hang on, let me flip the camera around 1 second. All right, so here is the first flush Japanese organic oolong Zaidai tea leaf. This is coming from Isagawa. And it has a bit of that cheddar-ish, almost cream cheese-like background, floating in the background style hint that the second flush Tsurugoase had as well. However, the aroma is a bit different. I wouldn't say peach again. It's more like just a general sweetness. Maybe if I wanted to try to put a word to it, grape, but maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, so this is the Zaidai, and you know, honestly, I don't know why I'm making these talking videos. It just, I feel really pumped after giving a performance this morning, and I kind of want to just drink some teas I haven't really tried too much and share that as I go, raw, no editing, you know, just kind of about 1 minute increment videos, I think, is all I can do. All right, and so without much further ado, let's give her this organic first flush Zaidai cultivar a go. Let's give it a good drink. Cool, a colleague just is coming to the company right now. I was excited to see them. Yeah, so what was I gonna say? So before coming here to drink at the company, I had a very fried lunch, man. It was just like fried vegetables, some tempura, rice and just overall fried foods. And I was just thinking while making this right now, like, these organic Japanese oolongs are the perfect chaser for fried foods. I don't know why that is. Anyway, hang on, I'm burning this too long. It's gonna be a little bit bitter if I go any longer with the hot water I'm using. Let me get this out. Also, one cool thing about tea is stopping while you're pouring out and giving it another waft, I don't know, give it another smell. Yeah, so just kind of reconfirming there's a grape hint there. So the aroma changes with the amount of water in the brew, kyusu the teapot, or it becomes more vivid and recognizable. And then the best part of smelling tea, in my opinion, is right after you've cut all the water, it's all out, and you're stuck with leaf only, and just smelling that like this right now. And there it is, that cream, cheesy-ish fruit almost going into grape. And here I am. But anyway, so like, yeah, there's this neighborhood bento shop. They're closing down at the end of next month, September, end of September. They're gonna stop their business. It's just really two sweet old ladies, and I was like, well, like, what, like, can I help you? If you're gonna like, aren't you gonna increase staff before calling it quits? But I don't know, they've been running their business here in Morimachi for many, many years, I'm sure, and they're just two old ladies, very sweet, you know. I used to go there on the weekends a lot and talk to them. And they got to know who I am and what I'm doing here, and then we started delivering bentos for our company on the weekends, because the other place we usually get deliveries from closes, you know, during the weekends. But anyway, so not to waste your time too much, just Osada Tea makes nice organic oolongs, and I recommend them. Personally, this Zaidai and the Tsurugoase I was not too familiar with myself, so again, just kind of a spur of the moment share I'm doing right now. But have a great day, and I guess I'll see you on the other side, right? Cheers. All right, y'all, I'm sorry, I can't help myself. Before I get out of the company and go to the cafe, Osada Tea Cafe, I have two more teas here, freshly, not yet open. I just really want to peel this top part off and open this tea, maybe. Organic Oolong Kurosawa cultivar. This one's a bit different than the Zaidai Tsurugoase. It's kind of a new twist and flavor all in itself. Then there's this premium organic sencha Fujiwara, and this stuff is freaking really nice organic sencha from the mountains in Haruno. The farmer is Fujiwara. What a great guy. This guy has a great sense of humor. He laughs a lot. Like, it's just a pleasure to be next to this guy and talk with him. I'd really like to go back to his home and talk with him. Last time I went with Natsumi, it was a lot of fun. And his tea field, his organic tea field is beautiful, beautiful. It's not Isagawa, but it's up there in Haruno in the Tenryu district. So yeah, I'd love to go back and take more pictures once the field is in season, or even not in season. It's great either way. But let me open this really quick, give it a few swigs, and I'm heading out, okay? Alright, here she is, the organic Fujiwara. This is Yabuhita sencha. Let me just, sorry, I'm gonna go 90 degrees. This is not gonna be cooled down water. Actually, maybe I can cool it down a little bit. This case is a bit small, so I'm a little bit afraid of getting the water going down directly into it. Let me lower this to about 90 degrees before covering this stuff. Maybe I can lower the temperature. Okay, I'm not gonna go with hot temperatures this time. I'm gonna do this properly with one hand. Excuse the lack of preparation. Still on vacation, not really thinking things too carefully. Okay, so it's still a little bit too hot, but let's just go for it. That should be good. So just by virtue of being at a tea company, it's kind of like a big whirlwind of teas. Sometimes you don't brew the proper way. We're just in a hurry, and we're more looking for defects in the tea as producers than looking for hints and notes by brewing properly. Honestly, I'd like our partners to kind of think that through themselves. They're a bit brighter than I am, and they're better at it than I am. I'm just kind of been in the environment where, you know, there's so much tea that I go from oolong, then sencha, then matcha. I have to keep a diary or something of my impressions, but impressions change, you know? Like, that's why I'm doing these videos. It's like my diary of just sharing along the way. But anyway, so yeah, I've had enough oolong that I just felt like going back to sencha, something not oolong-ish. So here it is. And but yeah, so at the company we generally go just boiling water to make sure it's a good tea. Even if you brew it boiling, you know, if it can stand up to the stress of boiling water, it's probably going to do well at a more adequate and proper temperature of water. Fujiwara-san ga tsukutta yuki no sencha. Here goes. Sogidashimasu. Okay, so just gonna give it a smell. Hang on. Yeah, people bag on Yabakita, but you know, like, shit, man. I don't know, Yabakita, I love it. It's a really good cultivar. It really is an amazing wonder cultivar. I mean, I get the craze, like, you want to try Koshun cultivar, I want to try Tsuikari, Sai Midori, Goko, I want to try all these cultivars in different regions, and that's totally one of the coolest things about Japanese tea. On top of the generic Japanese types of teas, it's covered by 2 blankets or layers of variation, that is cultivar, and organic or not organic, and a third one, which would be the producing region. So, West Shizuoka, organic Yabakita. Let's give it a go. Oh, I love sencha. I don't know. There's something so plain about it. It's just for understanding cultivar.